Hi, I am Edwin Ryerson, and this is the AMS Show. Today our guests are Jessica Veazey, Giovanni Seaman, and Linnea Earl. They are AMS and AHS students that are casting crew from the Peter Pan production. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
So how long have you guys all been involved in theater?
I think forever for me. Like, I've been in it since kindergarten.
Yeah, I've been in it since kindergarten, having amazing productions with many people.
I've been in it way since, I think, 4 years old at my old school, and it's always interested me to be on stage and performing.
What is the big show for the Aspen High School this year?
Peter Pan the Musical.
And what are all your roles in the show?
I am one of the stage managers.
I am Michael Darling, and I am the youngest Darling child, and I get to fly, which is very amazing.
I'm Wendy Darling. Wendy is a very proper English girl who Peter takes to Neverland with her, with the other two Darling children. And yeah.
Can you give me a little more details about what you do, or the stage manager?
Oh, yeah. I am pretty much take the reins at the last week. I make sure that everything runs smoothly. These guys have their props. Everyone knows what they're supposed to do and where they're supposed to be, and I make sure that everything that the director needs happens. And I run the show. I am sitting in the booth, and I tell the lighting people when to do the lights, when to do certain lights. I have a headset, so I'm telling people backstage what needs to happen. Yeah.
So pretty much the show wouldn't be as good without the stage managers.
And who's your director for the show?
Logan Carter. And
Logan's amazing. She's handling two children while she is putting on this amazing show, Peter Pan, and making kids from like 5th grade through 12th grade work together and produce this amazing production.
And she's also telling everyone else like where to be and what to do, how to do things and what she needs done. So she's a superhero. She's like
I was about to say that. No one understands how she does it. It's amazing.
And so who is choreographing the show, and then who is designing the set?
Marissa Post, and Marissa Post is choreographing the show, and we're very happy to have her because she is a very popular, important person. She's been in local things like Big River and Sound of Music and Beauty and the Beast, and she's been in Broadway, and she's amazing. She's teaching us them how to do all these amazing dances, and she's really bringing the script and the musical to life, so it's amazing. And then John Geller is the theater manager, and he is building the sets and teaching me how to do my job, and he's putting everything together and making sure everything is working, and he's doing great.
I understand that there will be flying in the show. Can you explain that?
Well, we're having a company from Las Vegas come in and help us, teach us how to fly. The people who fly, which are Wendy Darling, Michael Darling, John Darling, and Peter Pan. And I really think the flying is going to bring the show to life.
It's just amazing that this is even possible to fly people on stage. I think all the little ones and everyone is just going to be shocked by it, because when I see stage flying, I just can't believe it. It just looks so real.
So when will Peter Pan be performed, and how many times is it going to be performed?
It'll be performed
14th,
on March 14th.
15th, 16th, and 17th.
At 6 o'clock or noon. We have a 12 o'clock matinee on Friday, and we're inviting kids from all over the valley to come and watch. So we emailed a bunch of schools, and the schools are bringing a bunch of kids out to come and see the show, because we know that it's sometimes kind of hard to come from all the way over there and see the show. So we thought it'd be nice if we invited them to come and see on Friday. So yeah.
Where can people purchase tickets?
Online at the aspenk12.net. You can find a link, and it will bring you to a page where you can buy your tickets, and you can also buy at the
At the door.
Yeah,
Well,
when you
if
come
you're-
in. Yeah.
And what is your favorite part of the show so far?
My favourite part of the show so far is seeing people from 5th grade all the way to 12th grade working together as a team and really contributing together and being so kind and supporting each other through this process and making it really look amazing.
One of my favorite parts so far is the dancing, and just after a while, in the beginning, you're like, wow, this show's never really going to happen, right? It's like a fantasy. But by this time, the show's just coming together, and it's looking amazing.
I've enjoyed seeing all the different groups work together to do these parts. Like, I've only really been watching so far and taking notes. And I'm seeing these people who just walk in and they haven't really learned their parts, and then they start dancing and working and learning their lines, and I've worked with all the groups now, so it's like they're really bringing the show together, and it is amazing to watch.
And so what also is your favorite song?
My favorite song is Wendy. I have been working with that song the most, and once when the Wendys weren't there, I got to sit in for Wendy and be Wendy, so that was pretty exciting for me.
And then my favorite song is Tender Shepherd, which is the Darlings' lullaby to go to sleep, and they sing it every single night, and it's just a beautiful lullaby.
My favourite song, personally, is I'm Flying, which is when Peter flies for the first time, and it's the most amazing thing to see him rise into the air, and then the darling children start flying, and it's just a fun song that everyone will just smile to as they see everyone stage flying.
And who should come to see the show?
Everyone. I mean, grown-ups will love to see this show that's been here for forever, and kids will love it just because it's such a magical show with Indians and pirates and kids, just normal kids, going to see this wonderful place and flying. It's a dream a lot of kids have, so it'll be amazing for them to see.
Yeah.
What's challenging about bringing this script to life?
I'd say the most challenging part is having 5th graders and 12th graders in it, and when you try to bring this script to life, you want the 5th graders to look up at the seniors to say oh, see how they're doing their character perfectly, or they're perfect for this role. You want the 5th graders to take on that trait and do their role just as good.
I think the most challenging part as well is all the technical things that go into it, like the flying, the amazing sets that need to be built, the pirate ship, oh my gosh. And everything combined is just so much to bring the show to life, but everyone's making it work and it's becoming amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't done much so far, so I think the vigorous note-taking has been pretty difficult for me.
Why did you all want to be involved in this production?
Who wants to start?
I'll stop. Oh, okay. You can go.
I wanted to be in this production because, when I was 2-3 years old, I would watch Peter Pan, the movie, and that wasn't even the original. And I knew doing this production, I would be able to take a step up and say I was in Peter Pan, which would be a really cool thing to say to all my friends.
Yeah, for me, I as well grew up with the film Peter Pan. Me and my dad would watch it non-stop, one of my favourite films. And to be Wendy Darling is so amazing because I would watch her and be like, oh, I want to fly and stuff. And to do it is amazing, and I love theatre so much. Watching it, doing it, everything about it just thrills me. So being a part of this is unbelievable.
I've always enjoyed the story of Peter Pan. I love this story and how it's been written and how, these kids are going to their imagination pretty much. So it's I don't know, I was really excited to learn I could be a part of the show. I'm not much for someone to be on stage. I'm a little shy for that, but I love learning how to be backstage. I love learning how to run the show and how to be a stage manager because it's something that I really love learning to do and really want to see if I could do in the future. So it was just, I'm so happy that I got to be a part of that I get to be a part of it.
So what's the best thing about being in a high school play?
I think the best thing about being in a play in general, because this includes middle schoolers, is that you just eventually you grow a family with everybody in the cast, and by the end of the show, you know everybody in the cast. You like don't want to leave the show, and like you just want to stay there forever, and like want that day and that moment to just rewind every day.
I think that's amazing. I love becoming a family with the cast. And also, I think it's amazing to see where everyone's come from. See, some people, even if they're high schoolers, have had no experience with theatre. Some have had so much experience. And it's so fascinating to see the talent that everyone has, even if they have been doing theatre or haven't, and how everyone learns from each other. It's just so magical.
Everyone has big expectations for both cast and people in tech. So I feel like we are being treated like adults that can handle this, and I mean that doesn't happen a lot for us who are younger. So it's amazing to be treated like an adult, and they expect you to do things and do things with do things correctly, do things with efficiency, and well, you need to be smart about it. And I feel like I really enjoy being respected like an adult, or treated like an adult, which is nice.
Is there anything else you guys would like to share with us?
I'd like to share, make sure to come to the show, check it out. Everyone will enjoy it. And yeah.
Come to the show.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
So Peter Pan will be presented at the Aspen School District Theater on March 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th at 6 p.m. or 12 p.m. Again, I am Edwin Ryerson, and you have been watching the AMS Show.